Hey guys, Chris here, Nice Garage. I have some videos coming up. Stay tuned. I haven't made any for a while. This one's going to be short, but this is going to be kind of interesting for some people. It's not automotive related, but just in general, why I don't throw certain things away. So, what we have here is a recessed light. It's no longer made. It's a Lithonia, and basically it was a Bluetooth speaker inside of a light, okay, that you would put in retrofit into an existing housing in your house. And so it's no longer made, and a lot of times these things like this just get thrown away. And I decided to repurpose it, and there's going to be a reason why I'm making this video. So we're going to start, like, I had two other ones that I'm going to explain. I had a total of 3 of these. So I have 2 other Bluetooth speakers. And what I'm going to do is, again, this is designed to be screwed into a light socket, into a recessed light you already have. Okay. And then these clips go into the housing, and then you push this up, and then you would turn this on. And what it does is, when you turn the light on, that charges through here, that charges the battery that's inside this Bluetooth speaker. Okay, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. So we're gonna start by taking this apart so I can get that out. Now this is all gonna be done at one time live. I'm not gonna edit this video. This is kind of just a quickie short video. So bear with me here. This off, I'm gonna unclip this. This is the actual speaker right here, so I'm gonna unclip that. Now I'm gonna get into what I'm gonna do with the light, but for now I just want the speaker, and then I am going to snip this because we need that connector. Okay, then I'm gonna push the speaker out. Okay, I don't care about the light, that can go in the garbage. So now we have this speaker, and we have this connector. So looking at the label, this is a 5-volt 1 amp hour. Now what that tells me is 5 volt, that's typically that's a USB voltage. So you could find a way to splice this onto a USB plug, which I did actually do that. I had a bunch of old ones, and I don't throw anything away, so I spliced onto it and charged it up. But then I decided to, thinking to make this a little bit easier, I went on to Amazon and I found this 5-volt 2 amp AC power supply. I'm sorry, it's DC, but you plug it in, so that's the AC part of it. And it comes with these. Now I'm going to put a link in the description to these, but you have all these adapters. You can see USB-C, USB, micro USB, the old USB, this guy, all of these different. I'm not going to use any of this except for this right here. Okay, so what this does is, let me unwrap this. Now I'm going to show this. And I'm going to have to make, you know what, I guess I'm going to have to edit this video because I need something to pair that to, and I don't have anything with me. But here's the cord. This is a plug-in. Okay, you can see puts out 5 volts DC at 2 amps. It's 100 to 240 input, so this is going to be 120 volts coming out of your receptacle. This slide on there like that. And what I'm going to do is take this guy, and I have a reason why I'm doing this. And what you can do with these speakers is you can pair them together, and reading the instructions for these, you can do up to 7. So you can see this has a switch on there, and you probably won't be able to see it, but there's an S and an M. Okay. It's basically, the reason for this is M is your main and S is your secondary. So I labeled these 1 and 2 just because when you turn them on, these are charged up. Once you pair these, this one automatically pairs to that one if it's in secondary mode. So this one isn't charged up, but this would do the same thing. So my goal for this, and again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these. I have 3 of these, and I am going to tie all 3 of them together. Now, I think I'll get away, even though 1 amp, 1 amp, 1 amp equals 3 amp, and the charger's only rated 2 amp. It's still going to charge. I'm sure it's just going to charge slower. But I'll figure that out once I do it. But in the meantime, the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm probably only going to put 2 of these in here and use one somewhere else. Let me turn this off. Yeah, you heard it came through both speakers. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut these into my workbench. I'm going to use a hole saw and stick one over there, and I'm going to stick one over there, and use these on my workbench. So that's why I decided to repurpose them. They don't sound the greatest, but why throw them away? And then this third one here, I'm not sure where I'm going to use it yet. Maybe I'll use it at home. I have a little workbench in the basement or something like that. But so let me show you how I'm going to I'm just going to strip that back without cutting it because it's really tiny. And then, again, these were freebies. The positive, I already know it's the blue, so I'm going to stick that in there. And I don't know if I have a screwdriver small enough to fit in there at the moment. Here on my workbench. Yeah, it seems to be working. So is that the positive? Yeah. Okay, like I said, this is just temporary, but I am going to cut the hole, wire them in, and then permanently mount this and have that plugged in. And I'm probably going to put it on a switched receptacle because it doesn't need to be powered 24/7. Okay. So let's plug this in here. I'm going to put this in the speaker that does not have any writing on it. And I'm going to plug this bad boy in. And it is charging according to that green light. Okay, so again, there's always not always, but there's a good reason why some people save things and you can repurpose them. Not knowing that you could take this trim apart. These were actually heading for the garbage because they no longer make them. They're discontinued, and the light actually works. In fact, I'm saving all the parts and pieces for the other one, these little LED rings, and I'll probably repurpose those too. That's not necessarily always a reason to throw this stuff away and let it go to a landfill. So I'll make another video showing how these operate if anybody would care, but you can not necessarily find these. This is just a good example of repurposing something for the workbench. All right, anyway, guys, there are some more videos coming. I got rid of one vehicle that I was making videos on, and I'm picking up another this week. And we got some other things going on, but I will continue. This summer should be, the rest of the summer should be a lot better in providing content for the channel. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.